I know the world told you that sleeping with a bunch of women makes you a man, bro. And it doesn't. I know the world told you that being a womanizer and getting a whole roster, that makes you a real man and that's what gets you the applause. All right? But nah, that makes you a coward. That makes you a little boy. You see, because a real man, he has control over his sexual urges. A real man respects and fears the Lord. A real man has purpose. How can your whole purpose in life be chasing your sexual desires? You spend so much time chasing after women. You spend so much time thirst trapping. You spend so much time trying to find a way to get in somebody else's pants. And it's like all the while you living in that, you missing out on the purpose that God is calling you to. And how long are you going to live in that purpose, chasing your sexual desires and your fleshly urges? How long are you going to live in that? You chasing momentary satisfaction over years of stableness, not only for yourself, but for the people around you. A real man puts himself in a position to be able to provide for those around him as he serves the Lord. I know the world probably told you that it makes you a real man if you crash out on people and if you make things even when people do you wrong. I don't make you no real man. A real man can practice self-control. A real man can sit back and be calculated and know that he's got a future and he's got people around him that he needs to be there for. So making dumb decisions does not only jeopardize his reality, but those around him. A real man can have patience and he can wait on the Lord to vindicate him and he can trust in the Lord. But you see, that's not what the world will tell you. I know the world probably told you that being a man means that you don't feel anything, that you shouldn't cry, that you shouldn't be open about the things that you feel. I know the world probably told you that your mental health doesn't matter. But that's not biblical. That's not of God. Because Jesus wept. Jesus poured out his heart. Jesus felt things. And Jesus accepted us as men to be able to release our burdens and our pains, for his yoke is easy. So no, a real man doesn't have to put on this fake tough act all the time, hardening the heart, trying to act like you don't feel. Nah, bro, you feel. You know you go through things. You know that sometimes when you just sitting there, all you can do is think. Think about how you're going to make it happen. Think about how things are going to lay out. Thinking about some of the mistakes you made. Thinking about things that you just think about. Don't hide it. You can be who you are, bro. A real man doesn't have to fit in and be a yes man with everybody in the world. A real man is comfortable with standing out from the world, letting God pull him away from the world and walking in his purpose with the Lord instead of chasing after all of these meaningless things in life. So just make sure, when you rest your head on that pillow at night, or when you wake up in the morning and you look in the mirror, make sure you're a real man in the eyes of God and not in the eyes of the world. Because what a man is in the world and what a man is in the eyes of God are two completely different things. It don't make you a man to chase after women all day, bro. That's easy. That's something that little boys do without no purpose. It don't make you a man to crash out and make stupid decisions. Anybody can do that. It takes a real man to pull himself outside of that. It don't make you a man to act like you don't feel and to not be sensitive and compassionate. No, there's a time for that, bro. And a real man can do that and can show other men that it's okay to feel that and be like that. It don't make you a man to live in a whole bunch of sinful and worldly activities. No, a real man is going to live for God. The greatest man to ever live was Jesus Christ. He was humble. He was a servant. He was pure. He felt things. He was on purpose and he was on mission. Not chasing worldly things, not chasing things that don't matter, not chasing things that would just satisfy him for a moment. No, he was on purpose for the greater good of not only himself, but for all of those that was believing in him. So what type of man are you being for the people that's looking at you?